The story begins in 1946 in a secluded manor owned by a master clockmaker named Elias Vane. Vane is obsessed with the concept of eternal beauty. We see him working in his study with a young maid named Clara. He tells her that humans are flawed because they age, but machines are perfect. Without warning, Vane strikes Clara with a heavy wrench. He drags her limp body toward a massive grandfather clock, opens the case, and begins a gruesome procedure to replace her internal organs with gears and springs. He whispers that now she will live forever. Cut to the present day. We meet a young couple, Mia and her architect boyfriend, Leo. They've just purchased the old Vane Manor, which has been split into duplexes. They got it for a steal because, predictably, no one else wanted to live there. Mia is hesitant. The place is cold and smells like copper, but Leo is excited about the architecture. While unpacking, they discover the massive grandfather clock in the hallway. It's bolted to the floor. Leo tries to wind it, but the hands are frozen at 3:33. He jokes that it's right twice a day, but Mia feels a strange chill when she touches the wood. That night, Mia wakes up to a rhythmic ticking sound. Asterisk tick, tock, tick, tock. Asterisk she shakes Leo awake, but he's in a deep sleep. She wanders into the hallway and sees the clock door slightly ajar. When she closes it, she swears she hears a gasp coming from inside the wooden frame. The next morning, Leo is already up, staring at the clock. He tells Mia he's going to restore it. He looks pale, and his fingers are covered in oil and minor cuts. A few days later, Mia invites her sister, Tara, and Tara's boyfriend, Seth, over for dinner. Seth is a historian and immediately recognizes the house. He tells them the legend of Elias Vane, who disappeared in the 50s along with 5 of his servants. Rumor has it Vane was trying to build a clockwork family. Leo gets weirdly defensive, snapping at Seth to shut up about ghost stories. The vibe gets awkward, so they move to the living room. While Mia is in the kitchen getting wine, she hears a crash. She rushes back to find Seth on the floor, clutching his leg. He claims the grandfather clock's pendulum swung out and hit him, even though the glass case was locked. Leo just laughs, saying Seth is clumsy. That night, things escalate. Mia wakes up and realizes Leo isn't in bed. She finds him in the hallway, speaking to the clock. But he isn't speaking English. He's muttering in a strange, rhythmic cadence. When Mia touches his shoulder, he whips around. His eyes are dilated, and for a split second, his movements are jerky, like a wind-up toy. He tells her to go back to bed. The next day, Mia calls Seth. He tells her he did some digging and found the police report from 1950. The police never found Vane, but they found blueprints for converting human bodies into automatons. Seth warns Mia to get out of the house. Mia packs a bag, but when she tries to open the front door, the handle won't turn. The windows are jammed. The house has sealed itself shut. Suddenly, the grandfather clock begins to chime loudly, shaking the walls. Leo steps out of the shadows, but he's holding a chisel and a hammer. He tells Mia that Father Vane is unhappy with her leaving. He says she needs to be fixed. Mia runs up the stairs, locking herself in the bathroom. She hears heavy, mechanical footsteps pounding on the door. It's not just Leo out there. She hears other footsteps, clicking and clanking like metal on wood. Mia climbs out the bathroom window onto the roof, but slips and hangs on by the gutter. Through the window, she sees Leo break down the door. Behind him stands a rotting figure with gears protruding from its chest. It's the ghost of Elias Vane. Vane points at Mia, and Leo lunges for the window. Just as Leo grabs her arm, Seth and Tara arrive in the driveway below. Seeing the struggle, Seth breaks the front door glass and rushes in. Seth runs upstairs and tackles Leo. They fight, rolling down the hallway. Vane's ghost watches, turning the hands of a pocket watch. Every time he turns the dial, Leo moves faster, with supernatural strength. Leo throws Seth over the railing, breaking his arm. Tara screams and throws a heavy vase at the grandfather clock downstairs. The glass vase shatters. Immediately, Leo freezes. Mia realizes the clock is the source of the power. She scrambles back inside, grabs a heavy iron poker from the fireplace, and runs at the clock. Vane screeches, trying to block her, but he can't touch physical objects. Mia swings the poker with all her might, smashing the pendulum and the gears inside. A thick, black sludge, old oil mixed with blood, pours out of the clock. Leo collapses, convulsing, before vomiting up a small, cog-like piece of metal. The spirits of the servants appear in the room, finally released from their mechanical prisons. They drag the screaming ghost of Elias Vane into the darkness of the basement. The police arrive, and the group is taken to the hospital. The authorities find human remains stuffed inside the walls of the house, dating back decades. The case is closed as a psychotic break induced by carbon monoxide poisoning. But Mia knows the truth. 6 months later, Mia and Leo have broken up. Mia is living in a new apartment in the city, trying to move on. She receives a package in the mail with no return address. She opens it to find a small, intricate music box. Curious, she winds it up. As the melody plays, the lid pops open. Inside, there isn't a ballerina. Instead, there is a tiny, perfect replica of Leo, trapped in gears, screaming silently. As the camera zooms in on the doll's terrified eyes, they blink. A pretty twisted conclusion, right? Let me know in the comments if you think Leo was still possessed or if Mia is next.